Fair USAC, fair USAC. Look at this. Look at that. Get him, Sydney. See Tyler Marsh? You see Tyler Marsh? That's a real coach. Look at him. Pissed off. You been calling BS all game, motherfucker. Tell him, Sydney. This is why Chicago is losing. Because look at what he's doing. Look at this. His assistants try to calm him down. Calm down, baby. Look at Dawson clapping. Like, everybody clapping because they tired of the bull crap. You calling these BS calls on my team, motherfucker. I'm good. Get off me. I'm good. Get off me. Get off me. I need to talk. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to cuss him out. I'm going to cuss him. That's what's missing in Chicago. Y'all want to know what's missing in Chicago? That's what's missing in Chicago. I told y'all. That's what's missing in Chicago, man. Look, that fire, dog. And after that play, Washington just started playing tough again because they were winning this thing like 22-9, right? They were winning this game 22-9. And then, after that, it just turned around. And then the refs started calling the right calls. Like they were really messing over Washington. Washington was not getting no call or nothing. They just started getting screwed on the whistle. Dolson got a technical foul. So Sidney Johnson, this is what I mean by having the pulse of the team. This is why I know a lot of y'all don't know basketball. Y'all don't. When I mean by the pulse of the team, you have to know when to step in and when not to step in. That's what I wanted to see in the Indiana Fever game at the first game of the season from this guy. He never did that, so the players just basically they just don't believe in him because they know he don't have their back. And then he gonna get a tech for HVL last game. Like, people like, bro, that's fake. Because why you ain't get a tech when Miller Angel getting fouled? That's the problem with Chicago. That's why Chicago sucks. They don't have no fire from their coaches. They don't have the coaches taking accountability. They don't have the coaches on the floor fighting for the players. You don't see the coaches saying nothing. They just a bunch of house boys or women just sitting down. That's all they doing. That's all they're doing. You just saw right there, he was going off. He ain't play. He ain't play. I saw yesterday when we was doing our show on Say Less Mean More. I was watching it and I saw it. I said, man, see, this is a coach. See, that's a real coach. That's a real coach. And then after that, Washington turned up their defense and they got better. See, this is the problem with the Sky. The Sky don't have anybody like that. They got a bunch of weak players, man. A bunch of weak players. That's what you need. You need fire. Sidney Johnson's finna fight the ref. I'm like, go ahead. They had to run off the sideline like, oh, snap, coach snapping. Because Sidney Johnson is very even keel. He's chill. But he said, you know what? I'm tired of this. My team is better than your team. They're not giving me. That's what they want to see. That's what you have to show as a coach. Yes, you don't have to be a fiery coach. You can be a laid-back coach, but you got to show that you give a damn. You got to show that you really want to win. And that's the point. Watch Unrivaled. Nola Henry was sitting over there with her little clipboard, her little paper. She got mad finally, got a text, started going off. The team started playing. When Angel went off, going off on the players, that energy. That's what you need. We don't have that in Chicago. You have a bunch of yes people on the bench. A bunch of yes women, women and men that don't know what they're doing. It took for Angels college coach Gary Redis to call her and to talk to her and let her know, look, I got your back. We got your back. Go out there and get them rebounds. Get them defensive rebounds. You playing five. You playing too much. That's a damn shame. You the coach of the team and you don't have the posts of your your best players on the team. You don't have the posts of them. You don't have the energy. You don't have the gall to actually have a convo with them. Like, nobody trusts you. It's bad. And that coach, this is why I like Washington. Washington's my favorite team. They're my favorite team. Them and the Valkyrie are my favorite teams to watch because their coaches show passion. They don't have to be yelling and RRC. Y'all think because somebody yell and they doing rah-rah, they mean something. No, they're making a point. They're showing their team, look, man, we got your back. We got your back. And a lot of these coaches and a lot of these players, like, they're fiery. Like, Dallas, like Nolan Henry getting it. Like, she over there getting the team hyped. The team playing for her. Like, Chris is there. They like, yeah, we dealing with him. But, you know, you got to understand. That's the way it is. See, that's the problem. Chicago don't have no heart. They don't have no soul. All the heart and soul and energy's been taken off of the team. It just has. Sidney Johnson show right here what you're supposed to do as a coach. That's what you're supposed to do as a coach. Set the screen. There you go. But that's what I wanted to tell y'all. It's like you gotta show more. You gotta show that you have the pulse of the team. And this guy doesn't have the pulse of his team. He don't have the pulse of his team. He don't know what the Sky want to do. Like, bro, like, you're going to start Rachel Bannum when Rachel Bannum has been one of your negatives on the defensive end. You know, and you got to understand that. Yes, she hasn't been the most turnover prone player, but she's just not a player on the defensive end. Like, she hit some shots yesterday. I give her credit for that. But when her shot's not falling, what else does she do? Like, what else does she do? That's what I try to explain to players. Like, for example, a lot of y'all talk about Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe Bryant started on the bench. Do you know how Kobe started getting tick? Kobe Bryant's defense, his diving on balls, his playing the passing lanes, you know, his ability to guard the ones and the twos really made him into the player we all love. You know what I'm saying? That's something we never really like seen before. A two guard of his size and caliber with length that was able to do that out of high school. And then he took those shots at the end. The reason he took those shots because nobody else wanted to take them shots. They got scared. And you know what he did? He practiced. So he loved basketball like that. A lot of times you guys and gals get mad at players. Like, y'all look at a player and be like, oh, they didn't score that many points. Yeah, but they got 19 rebounds or 20. And they're averaging a double-double. A lot of players ain't averaging double-doubles. And that's the point we're trying to make. It's only 2 players right now because JJ got hurt. So it's Asia and Angel. They're the only 2 players averaging a double-double. Angel offensively, I don't need her to be Asia Wilson. I need Angel's energy. I need her defense, and I need her rebounding, and I need her playmaking ability. That's what I need. See, I don't need her to do all that stuff, to score all the time. What I need from Miller, I need Miller to get as many touches as she can, get as many points as she can. Ariel Atkins, I need Ariel Atkins attempting 18 to 21 shots a game. That's what you need, but he doesn't set that precedence. He too busy trying to get Becca involved, Bannum involved, and Kia Nurse. Nick, who care about them? The player you want on this roster off of these 1-year deals is Ariel Atkins. You want to bring her back. You don't care about the rest of these people. Because Angel, Maddie, HVL, Miller, Koulibaly, they're all locked in. They're all locked in for the foreseeable future. Then you possibly could bring Mick back. If Mick want to come back, I would bring on Michaela back if I could. Because, look, she already knows the team. She already knows the players. And, hey, she works well with our young core. She does. When she gets playing time, when he wants to give her playing time. So it's like, I don't understand this guy. This guy's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Just a straight, flat out idiot. You know what I'm saying? Just straight idiot. And the coach for Washington was on the coaching staff. Just crazy work. These players play for one another. Even if they in the locker room don't like each other, they don't like each other off the court. When I watch Washington play, they love playing with each other. They love playing for each other. They love having each other's back. Citron gets a block on Paige. Kira over there like, yeah, let's go. Kiki bodies somebody up and makes her basket. Man, Shakira hyping them up. Kiki hyping them up. And I told everybody about Kiki, that the coach from USC was the problem. That USC team I had going to the title game if Juju didn't get hurt, because she could have, because you had Kiki. Like, they're playing as one. You watch the Dallas Wings, man, they ain't playing for one another. The Young Bucks are. The Young Bucks are playing for one another, like Paige, Zaza, Quinterly. They're playing for one another. But everybody else, man, it's like they're just there just to get through. You know, that's how I look at it. I don't care what you say in the press conference. I don't care if you're on the bitch, kiki and laughing. I don't care if you're doing all this high fiving. I look at how you play on the floor. See, that's what y'all missing. Y'all don't watch the games. That's how I know y'all don't watch the games, because I tell y'all about one simple thing, like what they body language say. Y'all like, oh, that don't matter. You know, this person still had all these assists. Well, it's a difference between your assists, sir. If I'm just going to one player like 8 times and they score all 8 times, that's 8 assists. That don't mean I'm a great passer. That just means me and that player are very good at getting the ball to one another. Go look at John Stockton. That's what he did with Karl Malone. But John Stockton was a great passer, though. He could pass and run the point. He was a great point guard. Great point guard. But I'm not taking him over Isaiah Thomas. I'm not taking him over Magic. So that's just the facts. So that's all I'm saying is, like, we got to start getting back to talking basketball and really conversating about it. Like, we got to stop with all this, the field goal percentage. I don't care if you go 8 for 28. Did we win the game? Bet. That's the point, is to win the game. That's the point. That's the point, to win the game. That's the point. If you don't win the game, I could have somebody who's shooting 15 or 18 from the field or 20 of 25, but we lose the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't even know, like, some people need to shoot volume shots like that. But then when their shot's not falling, what else they do? See, y'all used to get on Kobe Bryant about his field goal percentage, right? But Kobe Bryant played defense. He rebounded. He boxed out. He could pass the ball. Yes, Kobe did pass. I know a lot of y'all don't think he did. He did. He averaged 4.7 or 5 assists a game. That's damn good for a two guard. So if you don't think that is, then you need to get slapped. You know, since y'all want to talk about that, let me pull it up. Because I got to show you guys the definition of the positions y'all keep talking about. Y'all keep talking about these positions, you feel me? I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all because y'all get on my nerves. Now, let's look at basketball positions and responsibilities. This is why we call Caitlin Clark a combo guard. Because she runs the offense, she scores points, she distributes the ball, she shoots from long range, slashes to the basket, directs traffic, control game tempo, best shooter, which she is. Well, I disagree. I think she's the second best shooter, third on her team. And then defends perimeters, which she don't do. She don't defend the perimeter. That's why I just call her a scoring guard or just a guard. I don't call it no combo guard. You're just a guard because you don't really have a natural guard position. You don't have a point guard. You do point guard things and two guard things, but you're not good at defending the perimeter. So you're not all the way a two guard. You're mainly a point guard, but she's really a two guard. She's really a two guard because she's not really good at controlling the game tempo. She's not really good at directing traffic. She's not really good at maintaining court vision because she got a high turnover rate. Distributing the balls. She's okay at that, but she's only giving it to people she know who gonna get her assists. Now, let's look at power forward. Scores in the paint, which Angel Reese does. We want it to be a little higher percentage-wise, but she can score in the paint. Set screens. She does that great. Crashes the boards. Provides physicality. Strong rebounder. She does all these things, but yet she's trash. She's a power forward, dumbass. Y'all are so dumb. Now let's go to center. Protects the rim. Controls the paint. Rebounds. Set hard screens. Tallest player. Now Camilla does this. She's okay at protecting the rim and controlling the paint. I want her to get better at controlling the paint, but she's a center. Let's look at a wing player. Balanced role. Oh. Sorry about that. Let's go. Now, Balance role, scores and defends, rebounds, matches up with opponent, adapts to situations. We don't have that at the wing position. We don't. That is what is unaliving us. Shooting guard, we got that in AA. Point guard, we didn't have that in Vandersloot. She was not running the offense well. She wasn't distributing the ball well. She wasn't maintaining court vision. She didn't direct traffic well, and she didn't control the game tempo well. So again, when I'm talking basketball, that's what I look at. That's what I look at. I don't look at stats and all of this crap, because you're telling me somebody, let's say you go to WNBA.com, right? And you see somebody is 54% from here. They're 32 from over there, right? So the logical thing is to say what? Go to that position. No, you have to practice being uncomfortable. This is what Prince is trying to tell y'all, but y'all don't understand. Shout out to my brother, I Am Zo Media. Y'all have literally made him not want to make videos to y'all because y'all are dumb. Y'all not catching what he's saying. I want my player to be uncomfortable. The reason why, because if you can hit those uncomfortable spots, if you can play on those uncomfortable sides of the court, when you start getting to your side, which you're comfortable at, you're going to be a dangerous player. See, Michael Jordan, what made Michael Jordan great was you never could push him off his spot. You never can make him not get to his spot. He always got to his spots. Regardless. Sometimes he overworked and he had to learn, okay, I got to move the ball and reset. That's what Prince mean by reset. When you pass the ball out and reset, you reset yourself on the side of the floor that better suits you or better suits somebody else. See, y'all don't understand that. Y'all think because somebody put up all these points that their points are impactful. No, it's not. Caitlin Clark, for example, right? Caitlin Clark came, got what? She got 25 in the first half. She was balling out in the first half. But they were only up by 3 going into halftime. So that means your points weren't impactful. They weren't. Because you know why? Because y'all were giving up so much threes and so many baskets from the other team, which was the Liberty. See, this is why I know y'all don't watch basketball. Y'all don't understand watching the tempo of the game. Her tempo of the game, she don't know how to control it. She's a transition player. That's why I keep telling y'all she's more of a 2 guard than really a point guard. The only thing is that 2 guard, she don't defend the perimeter. She don't do nothing to me like a point guard does. She doesn't. So that's the point I'm trying to make to y'all. The point about Angel Reese. Angel Reese does what she's supposed to do. She's a power forward. She scores in the paint. Now, is it a high percentage? No. But she scores in the paint. She gets you a double-double. She rebounds the ball. What a power forward is supposed to do. That's why a lot of people don't look at Dirk Nowitzki as a power forward. They look at him more as a wing, and he was. Dirk Nowitzki was a wing. But because of his size, he played the 4. It was the same with Cat. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all about Cat. Cat is a wing. He's not a 4 or a 5. But because of his size, he has to play that position. That's why you see him when he goes against a real 4 or a real 5, he used to struggle. Dirk used to struggle against KG, Rasheed Wallace, Chris Webber, he couldn't guard them fours. That's why they had to bring in like a Dan Pierre or a Tyson Chandler to take the defense off him, because Dirk played no defense. Like, everybody be trying to tell me, oh, he's the GOAT. How? He ain't play no defense. This is what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't understand nothing. Just like y'all saying Caitlyn's a top 5 player. No, she's a top 15 player. Her and Angel Reese are from their top 15 or they're 15 to 20. They're either top 15, top 20. That's it. That's it. So that's the facts. Oh, that's a jump ball. That's not a foul on Citron. But like I'm telling y'all, y'all don't understand the positions in basketball. That's why they want to go positionless. You know why they want to go positionless? So they could put their Euro players at the 5 and the 4, and they don't have to do what a real power forward or a 5 does. Or they could put their guy at the point, and they don't have to do what they got to do. Luka Doncic is a 2 guard. He's not a point guard. He's not good at controlling the pace of the game. He's not great at controlling the tempo. He's good at controlling what he loves to do. James Harden. James Harden is a combo guard, because he got point guard. He does some point guard things, and he also does some 2 guard things. So that's how you have to look at what you're looking at your team. That's why I tell you guys and gals about the wing players. The wing players are very essential in your team. If you don't have a good to great wing, you're in trouble. You're not going to win. Look at the Lakers, excuse me, not even the Lakers. Look at the Comets. Look at the Comets. The Comets had Cheryl Swoops at the 3. She played the wing. You had Cynthia Cooper at the 2, sometimes the 1. Cynthia was a combo guard. She was one of the first combo guards ever. And then they had the point guard. I can't think of her name. They had a good point guard. But you had a wing, which was Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops balanced the team. This is why I said to Rob yesterday, shout out to my boy Rob, the Man Media. Go subscribe to my brother Rob, and go subscribe to Auntie Says Talk Sports. The reason that I was explaining to him is that you didn't need Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd is not a wing. She's a 2 guard. You need a wing player like a Tiffany Mitchell there. Now, Aaliyah Nye to me is a 2 guard, but she's forced to play the wing because you got J.O. and you got Jewel Lloyd, or you got Chelsea Gray, or you got Jewel or Jackie Young. Jackie Young plays your wing. Because why is that? Why does Jackie Young play your wing? Well, this is why she plays your wing. Because Jackie Young, right, she plays a balanced role. She scores and defends. She also can rebound. She matches up with opponents. And she adapts to situations. That's why Jackie Young could be considered a wing or considered a 2 guard, because she does both things. Now, she's better, in my opinion, at the 2 guard position because she scores points, she shoots from long range, she slashes to the basket. She's probably the best shooter on the team. Well, I wouldn't say that, because you got Aaliyah Nye on the team. You got other players on the team that shoots. I say she's probably the 2nd or 3rd on the team. So she's more, you would look at her more as a wing than you would as a 2. But because of her size, how she is, she's better at the 2. But she comes off as a wing at times because she plays balanced offense. She knows how to adapt to every situation. A lot of y'all don't understand basketball. Y'all don't even understand the natural positions. This is why a lot of y'all get lost in the sauce when y'all have these debates or y'all talking. Like, bro, it's like, that's why I'm trying to tell y'all we know what's wrong with the team. Y'all saying, oh, it's Angel Reese's layups. No, it's not. Angel Reese can go 20% from the field. But if she's giving me rebounding, she's defending, she's doing her job as a 4. Listen, this is what it is. If she scores in the paint, doesn't matter whether it's 2 points or 10 or 20, she's scoring. She just scored for you. Check. She sets screens. Check. Crashes the boards. 19 rebounds. 17 defensive. 2 offense. 1 off her own miss, 1 off her teammate miss on offense. Provides physicality. Strong rebounder. Caitlin, not a point guard. This is why. She runs the offense. No, she doesn't. Distributes the ball. Yeah, but a high turnover rate. X that out. Maintains court vision. High turnover rate. Directs traffic. High turnover rate. Controls game tempo. Lost the lead. Had the lead, lost the lead. Now, scores points. Yes, she does at a high clip. Shoots from long range. Logo 3. Slashes to the basket. Yes. Best shooter by far on the team. You can argue Lexi Hall. I think Lexi Hall's a better shooter, but Cece's a better volume shooter. Defends the perimeter. Hell no. So she's a specialist. She's not a 2 guard. She's a specialist. She's a specialist. She's a specialist. I'm sorry. I know that hurts your heart. I know that pisses y'all off. But she's a specialist. She's not a point guard. She's not a 2 guard. She's a specialist. That's just what she is. Is there anything wrong with that? No. She's probably one of the greatest specialists I've ever seen play the game. There's nothing wrong with that. Just like when Cam Newton was saying, game manager, game changer. You know what I'm saying? Game manager, game changer. Right? Cam Newton got in trouble for saying Brock Purdy, Jared Goff are game managers. They are. But then said Lamar, Jalen Hurts, they're game changers, which they are. And he explained it to Warren Sapp because Warren Sapp tried to tell him about quarterback. This is how y'all sound when y'all talk to Prince. Y'all talk to Prince like he didn't play the game before. Y'all come at Prince like he don't know what's going on the floor. Y'all talk to Prince like he don't understand the plays being ran. That's how it was when Warren Sapp came at Cam when he was trying to explain to him, when he tried to explain to him what a game manager, a game changer is. Caitlin Clark's not a point guard. She's not a 2 guard. She's a specialist that so happens to play guard. I'm out. Deezy.